I bought some of the worst and best adjustable dumbbells on Amazon. And in today's video, we're gonna test them all out and see if these super cheap adjustable dumbbells are worth buying, including a drop test for every single adjustable dumbbell. At the end of the video, I'm gonna rank them from best to worst using the tier system. Sam, bring out the dumbbells. Slowly, Oh! That's not the drop test I'm talking about. Let's start with the cheapest adjustable dumbbell. These are the Feierdun adjustable dumbbells. These are a 20-pound dumbbell, which feature embedded nipple knurling, 1-pound plates. And they are the cheapest because they're 70 bucks for two. These are made for women, which means I should not be able to lift these. Can you try? Oh, dang, nice. Let's see how they adjust. Ooh, okay. They twist on. Okay, all the way from 2 pounds. It's gonna take a while. This is not a quick adjust. Let's read some positive and negative reviews. First, a positive review. This one's from Malou. Cute and functional. Love the pink color and the quick weight changes. I'm pretty sure this is a paid for review. They're stuffing in all kinds of SEO keywords, but regardless, that person really likes them. Let's go to the negative review. 1-star review, don't work well. Not great, hard to change weights quickly, cumbersome. I agree. Let's test them. Very slim design, which makes sense because they're very lightweight. They're pretty much what you'd expect for the price, 70 bucks. Now let's drop them. We're good. Let's go to the next ones. Cradle, oh my. These next ones are the Vexlauria dumbbells. They are 110 bucks for a pair. The Vexlaurias go all the way from 9 pounds up to 22.5 pounds. Let's see what the adjustment mechanism is. That's actually pretty nice. Actually starts at 4.5 pounds. They don't even tell you that. Okay, let's test the weight just because we can. 22.5 dumbbell, 22.6 on the scale. Pretty dang accurate for a very cheap dumbbell. Now let's lift. Feel pretty balanced. I just heard something click. That's not very, oh. Don't buy these. Okay, Vexlauria, you suck, but let's watch them drop. I was not expecting that. Were you expecting that?
Yeah.
No, these are the worst dumbbells ever. Look at it. Let's see how many reviews these actually have to figure out how many people bought these. That's unsafe. These have 43 reviews and are 4.6 out of 5 stars on Amazon. A good review states they're affordable. They're so affordable, they go great with my stationary bike. Bad review, good weights, poor quality checks. First time using, the weight fell off, and that is very dangerous. Yes, it is. Do not buy the Vexlauria dumbbells. Next ones. The next ones on our list are the Amazon Basics adjustable dumbbells. These are actually ones that are no longer made. Let's find out why they no longer make these. These look very much like a dupe of the Bowflex 552s, which the Bowflex 552s, for those that don't know, just got updated because I think they had a recall on all of their plastic dial adjustable dumbbells. That's probably why they took these off. Let's find out. Yep, so they go all the way from 5 pounds up to 55 pounds. I think we've only got one. So let's do a single arm press. Okay, it's a huge dumbbell. This is the test we need to do with all of these. It's not coming apart like the other ones, so you have to have them in the cradle. That's nice. All right, we might as well do a drop test. Hefty. They're good, folks. They're good. We would find reviews, but there aren't any because they're no longer made. Okay, next. Next are the cap adjustabells. They're $153. Just remember that a lot of these companies sell them by the single dumbbell, and that's exactly what this company did. So it's technically around $300. They are a 55-pound dumbbell, and one unique feature of these is they're using a copper-coated handle. The only other dumbbell I know that has a copper-coated handle is Black Iron, which are an extremely expensive dumbbell. They do it for microbial purposes. Start from 10 pounds, go in 5-pound increments. Sam, do you want to bring out the weight scale? Okay, let's test the 55, 55.4. Let's go ahead and do a single press. Feels good. Honestly, a pretty good diameter, not overly large. The biggest problem is this is using the same dial system as what Bowflex is using, which doesn't give me a lot of confidence. But let's see if you can turn them outside the cradle. Nope, so that's good. And then let's go ahead and drop one. Here we go from hip height. And we're good. Let's see, let's make sure they adjust still. They do. Honestly, these aren't too bad. Let's check reviews. Positive review from Tom. 3-month update, minor scuffs from use. They go back to looking like new with a quick wipe. Overall, I'm changing my rating from 4 to 5 stars. All right, let's see a negative review. 1, broken within months. Okay, let's try the next ones. These are the Lifepro Powerflow Plus adjustable dumbbells. Go from 5 pounds up to 25 pounds. Double boxed. Ooh, they even give you one of these. Legs, butt, and calf. One calf. That single calf is gonna get worked. Ooh, the first adjustable dumbbells on this list that I've seen that have actual knurling. If you're new here, we like knurling. They have the 25-pound pair, which are these 186. Single of the 55 is just slightly more. And I have not seen an adjustable dumbbell with this mechanism. Not sure if that's good or bad. I will say it is very quick to adjust. I mean, 5 to 25 that quick. Let's go ahead and weigh one. All right, 25 pounds on the scale, 24.3 pounds, slightly under. Let's go ahead and do the other one just to see. 24.3, so they're both exact. Let's go ahead and do a lift. 25 pounds, not a ton of movement. The knurling does actually feel really good. It's pretty passive, but it's definitely there. And also the diameter of the handle feels pretty good. Let's go ahead and do a drop test from hip height. They're good. Lifepros, let's read reviews. First, a good review. Fantastic dumbbells that I use daily. However, they have one flaw. They promised a life warranty. I tried signing up for it, but kept getting an error. Okay, overall for 3,000 different reviews, 180 bucks. If you want a lighter dumbbell, I think these are actually pretty good. Let's go to the next ones. These are the Pyre adjustable dumbbells that are $290, but are a pair that each go up to 55 pounds. 290 bucks for a knockoff Bowflex dumbbell. Bowflex 552s have now been upgraded and they cost 400 bucks. So 10 pounds is the start weight. Again, they're using the same plastic dial system, very similar to the adjustabells. They are using, that's nice. They're using cast iron plates. Adjust every 5-pound increment all the way up to 55 pounds. Can adjust from 55 down to 10 instantly. Let's try the 55 on the scale. 53.8 pounds. See what the other one is? 53.9. So they're a little bit less than 55 pounds, probably in kilos. But let's go ahead and do a set with them. This test is now very important to me after those other ones snapping. Also, they do have a clank of the metal plates, which feels and sounds very similar to iron plates. These sound like that too in an adjustable dumbbell, which is not typical. Okay, see what they feel at 55. Feel pretty good. Okay, let's try a drop test from hip height. That's not good. We had one that definitely broke. They all snapped at the same exact point. It's this plastic piece on the very end, which, unsurprisingly, is the dial system. The exact same dial system that Bowflex used, that no longer used because it snapped and broke off in two. Do not buy an adjustable dumbbell that uses a plastic dial system. Get one with metal. Let's read reviews. 185 reviews and 4.8 out of 5 stars. The 10-in-1 design makes switching weights quick and smooth. Let's read a 1-star review. 1 star, broke after dropping it 6 inches from the ground onto carpet. And look where it broke. The exact same place mine broke. That's pretty ridiculous. If you treat them very carefully, they may work pretty well, but there's so many other adjustable dumbbells like these next ones with maybe worth buying over these. Let's check them out. These next ones are the Egot adjustable dumbbells. We actually pulled these out of a mystery box video. If you'd like to see another mystery box video, let me know in the comments. But these go all the way from 11 pounds up to 55 pounds. They also have a knurled handle, but let's go ahead and weigh them. Let's just do 22 pounds. 21.3 pounds, beautiful. Let's go ahead and use 55 on it. Oh, it just locked into place. That's kind of freaky. You gotta make sure you are in, because I lifted them, they were connected, but it wasn't locked. And then there, it's just like so slight, it does not stay in. I'm gonna do 44. I'm nervous about these. Okay, the thing is when you're lifting them right now, the weights fall to the bottom if it twists. Oh, that one's coming undone. That one's, ooh. This one is spinning a little bit. That is a no-go. Press, feels pretty compact. Okay, let's do a drop test. Honestly, this one scares me a little bit. Kind of feels like that first one that broke. Okay. Okay. Let's read some reviews and then I'll give you my opinion. 121 reviews, 4.8 out of 5 stars. Positive review, well made, easy to use. Love these. All right, let's find a 1-star review. Weight adjustment mechanism stuck. I was able to receive a replacement 4 months in. The mechanism is stuck again and I can't dislodge it. Dang. Honestly, although these didn't break during that and they didn't fall off, they did not leave me a lot of confidence. These are not my favorite, without a doubt. I probably wouldn't recommend these. All right, let's go to the next one. These next dumbbells are the Rep QuickDraws. The Rep QuickDraws are honestly some of the most durable adjustable dumbbells in the world. This is one of the few adjustable dumbbells on Amazon that's from an actual company too. Taking shots at pretty much everybody else. These actually have a start weight of 5 pounds and go all the way up to, if you'd like, 60 pounds. But you can buy them in smaller increments and upgrade over time, which most of these dumbbells you can't do, which means you can buy a pair of the 30-pound dumbbells for 327 bucks and you can upgrade over time, which is pretty sweet. But they feature a fully knurled handle. They're extremely durable. They're very convenient. This design, actually I realized this design because I got sent a magazine from the owner of Flex Fitness, a company that's no longer around, who held the patent for this design. This is the magazine that was sent to me. Look at the dumbbell, the Flex Bell. Flex Bell. Remind you of anything? I don't know if they sold it to Rep or what, but now Rep uses these mechanisms to unlock the plates. It's such a satisfying switch. The knurling's very well done. Overall, they're fantastic dumbbells, but let's go ahead and weigh them. 14.7 for a 15-pound dumbbell, 24 pounds for a 25-pound dumbbell, so just slightly under. Let's go ahead and try the other side just so we can see. 24.1, so they're pretty similar between them. I know these very well. They are a little bit wide in between. I would prefer if they weren't, but you can also adjust in 2.5-pound increments thanks to the add-on plates. Also, I'm not worried about dropping these at all. Let's watch. I mean, that is the most destructive drop you can imagine from the side, and they're good. Let's read reviews real quick. I am curious. 126 reviews, 4.8 out of 5 stars. This is very happy with these. Pros, compact and comfortable to lift. Cons, I bought the 50-pound weights. Heads up, they sent the 30-pound set and then in separate boxes, the 20 pounds. So just something to be aware of, they come in separate boxes, but then you just add them on because the plates, they're upgradable. Something that many of these are not upgradable. All in all, pretty cool they sell these on Amazon. They're one of the best that are on Amazon. All right, let's go to the next ones. The next dumbbells are ones that we've done a full video on. I'll just be compact on these. These are the Squatz dumbbells, which are around 200 for a single dumbbell. We did drop test these and they held up just fine. It does have some cons, potential breakage that could happen, but overall, for the price, honestly, these are pretty hard to beat. 44 pounds, 44.3. Let's go ahead and try this other one, 44.3. That's pretty dang good. All right, let's drop a 35-pound just so you see it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's not good, folks. What had happened was this separated from this. I'm pretty sure it's not broken though. Unless the rod's bent, I think we can revive this bad boy. Doctor. Resuscitate! Look at that, look at that. Oh, look at that, let's see. It's adjusting. We're good. I would definitely not recommend dropping these. Just to show you, we did do it, but they came back together. Okay, let's read reviews on the Squatz. 156 reviews, only 4 out of 5 stars. Good dumbbell weight. The dumbbell is fantastic, works perfectly. A 1-star review. Plastic gears failed after 6 months. They actually have a gear that snapped from the internal mechanism, which is one of the most important parts as you're spinning it. Not surprised, something we mentioned when we reviewed them. Honestly, it's hard to recommend those when you've got the Rep, and also these next ones, which I think are honestly the best on the market. Sam, Go ahead and bring out the best in the market. These bad boys are the Eisenlinks. You can buy these in a 50-pound set, or you can buy them in an 80-pound set. 50 pound, 360 bucks, 80 pound, 530 bucks. These are a fantastic adjustable dumbbell. Very similar to reps. I have no worries with dropping these. Watch how confident I am. They're good, baby. They're good. The Eisenlinks, watch. This is how you adjust them. Come off just a little bit. These come up and then off. So you don't have to do it all the way. These plates come in 2.5 pound increments or 5 pound increments. These can go all the way up to, drum roll please, on his belly. Show that. That's impressive. That's impressive. All right, I'll tell you when to stop. Keep going. No, you got to keep going. Keep going. It helps me think. Helps me think. All right, I'm ready. No, no, no. All right, I'm ready. 160 pounds. 160 pounds for a single dumbbell. You can buy a longer rod. That is insane. So if you're an absolute mass monster out there and want something to build a barn door back like Sam's, 160 pound Eisenlink dumbbells. Pretty amazing for the price. I am curious, what the reviews on these should all be positive. If there's a 1-star review, I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna punch Sam in the face. 159 reviews. That's kind of low on reviews, but 4.8 out of 5 stars. Top reviews, fantastic, heavy, as you'd expect. Okay, there's a 1-star review. Quality adjustable dumbbells. They are a 10 out of 10. When you get your hands on them, you know they're quality. This is the 1-star review. Edit, 2 of the plates came crashing down on my right shoulder. Somehow the locking mechanism on the plates became unscrewed. I didn't even know they were screws. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to put the screws back on. Do you know what he's talking about?
He's talking about those little
He's talking about these.
No.
Yes.
Surely not.
I'm telling you.
These.
Somehow the locking mechanism on the plates became unscrewed. I didn't even know they were screws.
Screws on the plates.
Maybe I hope he's talking about that. Yeah. I hope. I take back my punch. Regardless, fantastic dumbbells. Huge fan. We've got 2 left. These are the most unique adjustable dumbbell I've seen yet. These are the Fitness Reality adjustable dumbbells. $200 for a single dumbbell. They are the weirdest looking adjustable dumbbells you've ever seen. If you want to see a full review on these, let me know in the comments and subscribe. There is nothing like these. To load and unload, press center. This is kind of a weird idea. So you're supposed to put these in here. You don't know the weight, but every time if you offset them, they're just gonna roll. So doing your movement, if you let go, oh man. All right, put them in. I mean, that is unique as all get out, man. Let's see. Okay. I mean, it's a pretty big dumbbell. Do not drop. Check slugs are loaded correctly.
Break out the old instruction manual.
Locate the 2 screws in the middle of the handle and loosen to allow the wheels to rotate freely. I think these spin. I'm so glad I told you to look at the manual.
Yep.
Break out the old instruction manual. Okay.
Oh, what is this? This is wild. All right. Oh. Dude, I could lift so much more if these were just spinning the whole time. Yes! I have the power! I'm a fan now. I'm a fan. We gotta do a full review of these.
Let's pull some weight off and offset it and see how it spins.
That's a good point. This could be like an exercise. This is a new competition. Yeah. I don't know if this is working, but I like it. All right, we gotta drop. We gotta do a drop test, quick drop test. Just kidding, if you wanna see the drop test, subscribe because we'll do it in the next video when we do a full review on them. All right, last dumbbells. You're gonna lift both those? Okay. Sam's been lifting, folks. These are the Power Block Elite EXP 90s. 400 bucks for a pair. These were a revolution of the dumbbell. These were a revolution. Everything else has been an evolution. I mean, 50 pounds, that is very compact. I prefer the ones with knurled, which you can change the handle out on these. They also make them, they're upgradable, can go up to 90 pounds. They are the most tested used dumbbell of all time, probably outside of maybe Bowflex 552, but no recall on these. Drop test, not worried about that at all. I mean, fantastic, dude. Let's weigh them. 49.5 pounds. Also can go in 2.5 pound increments with the adjusters here. They actually moved the mechanism. It used to be on top. Now it's very quick on the side. So if you want to take these cylinders out, they're there. Tons of stands available for these. Let me see the reviews on these. 2,565 reviews, 4.7 out of 5 stars with that many reviews. Top reviews, space saving, solid performance. Power block adjustable dumbbells have been a fantastic addition to my home gym. Build quality is excellent. Let's see any negative reviews. A shaky, unsolid dumbbell with a misleading warranty. The weight does not feel solid. It shifts and rattles during sets. It does. If you're used to a fixed dumbbell, they're gonna feel different, but they're adjustable dumbbells. That's kind of the thing, unless you go really high end. They take a long time to break. I would not be worried about them. Now for my tier list of these Amazon adjustable dumbbells. I've got 5 categories. S is buy, A is very good, B is worth the money, C is just okay, and F is avoid at all costs. Let's start with F. Without a doubt, Sam, which one do you think are F?
The ones that exploded?
That's right, the Vexlaurias. Do not buy the Vexlauria adjustable dumbbells. They break very quickly. They absolutely suck. I am not a fan at all. They're dangerous. So I've got 2 that are kind of in between, C and F, just okay and avoid at all costs. These next ones, I wouldn't avoid at all costs, but man, I just wouldn't recommend them. They're actually worse than just okay. And those are the Pyre 55-pound dumbbells. They broke when we dropped them. They have the cast iron plates, but again, they have the plastic mechanism that got recalled from Bowflex 552s. So would not recommend those. Then the Egots, the rainbow handle ones that basically twist kind of during use. I don't think they're avoid at all costs, but I also wouldn't recommend them very highly. So they're gonna go within that C-F category. Up from there, C are the Amazon Basics. Technically, you can't buy them at all, so it doesn't really matter. They make a 25-pound version, but it's a very different construction. I'm guessing they removed those as soon as the recall happened with Bowflex because they're made of the same exact mechanism. I would pretty much avoid those, and you can't even buy them, so it doesn't really matter. Another that are just okay are the Feierduns. I wouldn't say do not buy, and if you're looking for a really lightweight dumbbell, they can be just fine. They have that cool like attachment mechanism. If you add a lot of weight, it takes a little time, but they're very lightweight. We dropped them, they handled it no problem, so I think they're just okay. Then the B category, worth the money. The dumbbells I have in here are the Lifepros. If you want a pretty solid adjustable dumbbell that's quick to change, goes in 5-pound increments, has a light start weight, and isn't very expensive that you can get on Amazon, I think those are fine. They're worth the money. Another one I'd put in there are the Squatz adjustable dumbbells. I say they're worth the money. I just worry, you are spending a bit, they're a 70-pound dumbbell, and I just think the durability long-term, we'll have to see over time, but I do think that mechanism internally, even if you don't drop them, is gonna wear out, which we saw in the reviews. So because of that, I place those within the B category. For A, very good, I'm gonna put the Cap Adjustabell. They have a similar mechanism as what Bowflex are doing. It seems a little bit more robust, and the price is honestly very good for a 55-pound dumbbell. So that's the reason I would put that in a higher category than some of the others. They're also a more well-known company who probably has better customer service. So that's the reason I would put them higher. Another one I'd put in there are the Fitness Reality Revolver dumbbells that spin, largely because they're just so freaking unique. They're just so cool. They're just like a novelty item. They're pretty cool. I don't think they're a better adjustable dumbbell, but if you're looking for something that's off the beaten path, different from what you normally find, and honestly, not overpriced, these are ones worth looking at. But we're gonna put these through the test in a full review. If you'd like to see that, let me know in the comments and subscribe because it's forthcoming. Then lastly, these are my top 3. I'm honestly gonna put all these in S tier because they're all ones that I would say you should buy if you're looking for adjustable dumbbells, depending on what you're looking for. Power blocks, they're the name in the game, been around forever. They last a very long time, upgradable. I don't think $400 for those is overpriced for a 50-pound set. that adjusts in 2.5 pound increments with the durability, with the name they have. I think they're a fantastic dumbbell. So I would say I'd recommend those. Those would be an S tier. Also the Rep QuickDraws, one of the most, if not the most durable adjustable dumbbells in the game. They're priced a little bit higher than the rest of these, but they're a very good dumbbell, and they're made from Rep, which is like an actual gym equipment company that are gonna take care of you, that you can buy spare parts for, all that sort of thing. And then lastly, honestly, my favorite budget adjustable dumbbells are the Eisenlinks. Definitely an S tier. All right, let me know what you think of the video. Would you like to see this same type of video for any other product categories? Let me know in the comments. This is Coop from the Co-op. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see you next time. Peace.